Haha, what's going on, people? B5 here, back at you with another video. And as you can see, this is Tomb Raider. It's the last game that they made. This is a reboot of the Tomb Raider series, which is supposed to bring you back to the beginnings of Lara Croft, excuse me, not Laura, Lara Croft. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm not gonna give a review. I'll give a review on another video. But what I'm gonna do here is basically showcase the difference of game style plays, simulation versus arcade style gameplay. Okay, now it may be a two-parter depending on making how I'm gonna make my points and the length of the video. But what I want you to get from this, I want you to get two things. I want you to understand that there's multiple ways to play games now because of games like Uncharted, where they're actually presenting these games, in more of a cinematic formula, which is what Tomb Raider's done as well. There's room for more appreciation as the gamer. Okay, and more room for you to appreciate these games. So as I get this started here, I want you to keep in mind the methodical gameplay that I put into this, okay? Because if I was actually this character, if I was actually Lara Croft, and I'm on this island here, and I have no clue what dangers lie ahead, I'm going to be cautious. I'm going to be, as you can see, she's, scared, and she's jumpy, and she's going to pull out her weapon or whatever to defend herself. Okay, here's something where I emulated momentum running up this hill here. Okay, and when I go down, I'm emulate what gravity looks like when you actually go down this hill. See, just things like that is what I'm looking for in a particular game. See, because the developer can see the lightning go past, the developers make these games very realistic. They give it a nice presentation. They give you all of the tools that you need to play the game and be able to share what their concept of what the game should look like, and share their their thoughts and how they wanted to present the game. Okay, as a gamer, I think you have a responsibility to tap into these particular games and appreciate what the developer is trying to present to you. Okay, and with a sim style gameplay, I think that you have a much better chance of actually being in tune and being on the same page as the developer when the game was created. Now, as you can see, I did have a bow and arrow, but as I got into close quarters, I switched to the pistol because the pistol is more of a close quarter weapon. As you can see, I'm also in here. It's dark. I have no clue. So what are you gonna do? You gotta go find light. Hey, by the way, maybe I should be able to, that's right, light my torch. Okay, and then re-enter and see if there's anything I missed. Okay, and now I'm going to explain to you and narrate to you the sim style gameplay. Okay, now a lot of people probably don't have this debate or even think about this, and I'm going to go ahead and deem myself the first person to bring this up. That single player game should have arcade style, should have simulation style gameplay. Now, a lot of you people think, hey, you're reading a little too far into this. Now, that wasn't a simulation style. I think they should probably jump. I think that they should probably work on the different jump styles, but we'll get into that in a different video. But a lot of you guys probably think maybe I'm reading a little too far into this, or whatever the case may be. Maybe, hey, what's wrong with you? It's a video game. What's the matter with you? We do this to escape. I'll address all of that when I talk about the arcade style gameplay. Now, the reason why I particularly choose to do a simulation style gameplay is because, I only buy games that I think I can actually perform or immerse myself into the game. I don't buy games that I don't think that I have a good chance of immersing myself into the game. Okay, especially games like Rockstar games where the development cycles are so long. Okay, there's been a long development cycle between the last Tomb Raider as well. Okay, so games that have long dev cycles, okay, I want to take my time to enjoy it, because if I beat the game tomorrow, that means I'm back on waiting for the next one and anticipating the next one. And I don't think I gave myself the best chance to enjoy the one that's currently out that was just released hours ago. You know what I mean? So that is why I like to choose sim. The downfall to this, okay, which is something that I have a problem with, is I like to play a lot of games, okay, and I have a lot of games. I have probably, between both systems, I have probably over 100 games, and I even traded some and gave some away, okay, so I would have had a lot more. But a lot of those games, I'm sure you'll probably guess that I probably don't beat all my games, okay, because I'm playing with this slow, methodical pace. And you're absolutely right, okay. And this is something that hinders me from playing these games, beating these games, okay. Now, beating a game really isn't that important to me, more so than just the enjoyment and the immersiveness of the levels. Okay, that's really what I'm going after. I'm going after when I put this game in. Okay, I want to emulate what that character feels like. What could that character be going through? You know what I mean? Like right now, she has no clue what lies ahead. That's why her weapons are drawn. Now she goes to close quarters once again. You see, it's just the whole immersiveness that makes me enjoy a game. Why I can appreciate games the way developers make it. Now, there are some things that I think developers could do to help with this style of gameplay, and what I'm doing in order to create this is because the movement, the thumb movement of the thumbstick is pressure sensitive, so I'm moving it very lightly. So it's harder for me to actually do this because I actually have to move the thumbstick pretty, really slowly and not as much. So I have to be really alert on that. But at the same time, if I was this character, I would be more alert. I would be, so it basically translates more effort to be cautious. And so I'm already doing that. Now, if you probably look at the timer there, it's a little over 7 minutes, okay, that it took me to get up to this point, okay. And what's going to happen, what I'm going to do in the other video is I'm going to show you how long it takes me to get back to this particular point, pretty much doing the same thing, okay. What would an arcade style gamer do and how long it would take them to get to this point in the game.